Because these perceptions are distorted. They are a reflection of lack of knowledge, lack of information, biases, prejudices, God knows what else.
The need for human rights promotion and protection, as we all know, has been accentuated by the most recent Bangsamoro. And many of the victims that were highlighted in the Bangsamoro, of course, are the 44 SAF troopers. Later on, we also learned that MINF fighters were also killed during that event. But it was also only belatedly that we came to know about the civilians who were also hit by the said tragedy. Right now, we also know that the current talk on the basic Bangsamoro law has been, the talks have been suspended by both houses of Congress. And we pray that our legislators will be enlightened in order to seek avenues of peace, especially in the soon-to-be created Bangsamoro.
The Regional Human Rights Commission was created by Section 16, Article 3 of Republic Act 1954. Its statutory mandate is to perform in the autonomous region the function of the Commission on Human Rights. On July 7, 2012, it was implemented by Muslim Mindanao Act 288, or it is the charter of the Regional Human Rights Commission. But it became fully operational on April 13 when its full staffing was completed. The first set of commissioners and chairperson was actually appointed on February 2013, but the full staffing was on April 2013. In short, RHRC is a very young institution. It is only 2 years old, and yet we have the Bangsamoro Basic Law wherein it provides for the Bangsamoro Human Rights Commission. And there is uncertainty in its continued existence because its inclusion in the Bangsamoro Basic Law is a big question. Just 3 weeks ago, the ad hoc committee on BBL in the House of Representatives had deleted the provision on Bangsamoro Human Rights Commission on the ground of its unconstitutionality. The Regional Human Rights Commission was able to document 116 human rights cases. These are actually docketed in our provincial offices. Most of these cases are motu proprio, meaning the initiative from in investigating these human rights violations emanated from our office.
So I really wonder if the congressmen are interested in having enduring and lasting peace. Why they for having completed this. The CHR supports this initiative, and we have to bring it back, especially since there is a precedent in the establishment through the plenary powers of Congress of the Regional Human Rights Commission of the Army, which will cease to exist once the BBL is enacted. Actually, they're going to be deleted anyway, but their deletion, the RHRC, will be on condition that the Bangsamoro, the BBL will be established and the Parliament will create the Bangsamoro Human Rights Commission. So, that was the conditionality. But nauna na sila, they deleted already the Bangsamoro Human Rights Commission.
2 weeks ago, I was at the Senate, and I had the misfortune of sharing the panel with a so-called constitutional expert who served many years in Congress as chairman of the Committee on Constitutional Amendments, thereby, I guess, validating his claim to be a constitutional expert, who argued that the Bangsamoro Basic Law is alien to the Constitution. For what reason, I could not myself understand. Because the whole basis of the Philippine government's mandate to negotiate a peace agreement was the instructions given by the President to the peace panel, first chaired by then Dean Marvick Leon and now Justice of the Supreme Court, and Professor Ian Ferrer. The mandate given to them by the President in their negotiations with the MILF was that they must work within the parameters of the Constitution's limits and also flexibilities. So, from the very beginning, your government's negotiating panel that has been negotiating with the rebel group, particularly the MILF, has always approached any deal, any agreement as being consistent with the Constitution.
It is indeed our position, including us in government, particularly the government peace negotiating panel, that the provisions in our Bangsamoro Basic Law pertaining to the organization and establishment of this Bangsamoro Human Rights Commission is legal, is fully constitutional, and also a much needed institution in the autonomous region that we seek to establish in this Bangsamoro Basic Law.